All right, in this video, we're going to talk about 2D convolution, talk about what it is, why we need it, how does it work, and jump straight into a coding example. So by the end of this video, we will understand what this image here means on the right, and how we could convert this image here to this image here on this side, okay? So what is 2D convolution? So the idea is we have a sliding kernel matrix. So kernel is just some matrix that we have, and we do a element-wise multiplication on the input image. So we're going to slide this matrix and do element-wise multiplication, and we'll get into more details of what that means. So why do we need 2D convolution? So one of the main applications is for smoothing or blurring images. This is an example here where we're blurring the image. It might be good for feature extraction, image enhancement, edge detection. Whenever there's a kernel and you want to slide the kernel across the image to produce a new image, we will need 2D convolution. So how does 2D convolution work? So we showed this picture earlier. The way this works is we have a kernel. In this case, we have a kernel that is all ones and divided by 9, or the 3 by 3 times 3, which is it counts how many number of ones is in here, and that will essentially give us our mean. So this is actually a mean filtering or average filtering. So what this does is it will add up all these numbers. So these are all the numbers inside this box here, and then divided by 9, which will give us 46. So just imagine if I were to have this box and slide it over, one by one, right? If I repeat this one by one and keep sliding it and keep getting a new number and just do this all across and all the way down, and eventually I will get this new generated image here based on me sliding this kernel across the original image kernel, okay? So if there's going to be 3 channels and you do it for all 3 channels, if it's just one channel, then it's just one 2D matrix. Okay, so let's jump right into a coding example to see how this works. Okay, so as usual, we're going to go ahead and import some of the modules that we need. So import CV2 as CV, and then import OS, import NumPy as NP, and then import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Okay, so we're going to call our function here convolution 2D. And then we're going to have our usual main function, if name equals main. And inside of here, we're going to call our convolution 2D function. So inside our convolution 2D function, what you want to do is read in our image. So root.os.getCWD and get our image path, os.path.join, and then pass in root. And our image is in demo images, and it's called tessa.jpg. And then inside of here, we're gonna go ahead and read our image. So cv.read and pass in our image path. Okay, so now we're ready to convert it to RGB. We're gonna do RGB equals cv.cvt color, and then pass in image and cv.color. This is gonna be BGR to RGB. Okay, so now we have our color image. We're gonna choose some size for our kernel. So here we're gonna make our own kernel, but usually in OpenCV, a lot of times there's gonna be functions that can create the kernel for you. Okay, so here we're gonna go ahead and make our own median or average filter kernel. So it's gonna be all ones. So the size is gonna be n by n, and then it's gonna pass in the data type of float 32. And we want to divide it by the number of elements in there, so it's going to be n times n to get the average. So our filtered image, we're going to call img filter. It's going to be CV, we're going to use the filter 2D function, so this will call the convolution, or actually it's doing the convolution for us. So image RGB, and then you can see the inputs here. If I hover over it, this should be capitalized 2D. So now if I start typing, you should see you can see the source and the depth. So the depth you could set to -1, since we don't care about that right now. So image RGB, you're gonna put -1. And then we have a kernel size, which our kernel that we're using, which that we define. So we'll just pass in our kernel. So this will do our filtering for us. manually by us creating our own kernel. And then here we're gonna go ahead and start plotting our images. So we have plt.subplot. So we have a 1, 2, 1, and then plt.show, and we have our image RGB, right? So we could take a look at our original image first. So if I run this, we can see our original image. Okay, so this is our original image, and then now if we want to apply our filter, or we just applied it, but now let's plot it. So subplot, we have 1, 2, 2, plt dot show, and we're gonna pass in our image filter, right? So if I go ahead and run this, we should see our filtered image using this kernel of ones. So you can see the image has now become a lot blurrier, right? So that's the idea of convolution is we just this one simple line of function will do convolution and then we will get our resultant blurred image. So if you found this video helpful, give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.